Hello guys, it's late at night. The dogs are playing, so I'm up with the dogs. But I realized I got my MIGardener seed mail in. And I got some surprises, but also some disappointments with this. So we'll talk about this. So these are the seeds that I ordered. And all that's wonderful. They sent Trifecta Plus. And I didn't pay for shipping. And they sent free seeds too. However, this was an unsealed package and I opened it up. Because I'm like, I don't know, I think they just put a seed packet in there. And lo and behold, there's nothing in there. Where are you? Yeah, no seeds. So that was a nice surprise, but I did email them about that. Like, hey, like, I wasn't expecting that. And that's great, but don't send disappointments. So there's that. But I got a little bit of Trifecta Plus, and I haven't used this since I've lived in South Bend. So it's a fast, medium, and slow release fertilizer. He's put a lot of brains in. So we got that going for us. But I'm excited for a lot of these patio and interesting tomato varieties. Royal Paste, and look at the mushroom basket there. They're like pert near the same, I'd say. We'll see how they grow. Cherry Falls tomato, look at it. It's growing in a container there. Yeah, I got some container varieties. Blackout Roma, that's going to be a determinant. But look at it versus a regular Roma. Mad Hatter, I think this is a determinant too. Yep. It's a determinate slicer. Yep. Heavy clusters of... Yeah, I'm going to like that. So I'm totally excited about this. Broccoli Rob, I don't know between two people here if we want to grow actual crowns of broccoli or just pick it off and eat it like we do. I'm sorry, I'm looking away. Pink Puppy's looking at me. That's what she's doing. So that's what I ordered. And I'll share seeds. Good morning. So it's like 8:30 in the morning. See, that clock's 5 minutes slow, so it kind of lies. But I got my pump sprayer ready. It is full of copper fungicide and horticultural oil. There, I said it. And I'm using these two products right here, Monterey horticultural oil and Captain Jack's copper fungicide. We happen to carry these up Madisonville Rural King, and I picked them up. So that's what I'm using. Horticultural oil is a surfactant, and it can affect transpiration and respiration. So it is best not to do it in a lot of situations. One great time to apply it is when plants are dormant, which is now. I've watched some videos. Some people are saying twice a year. They'll look at it like at the end of the year and the beginning of the year, and some people look at it as dormancy. So there's two different ways of looking at the time frame there, I guess. And Stark Brothers Nursery also says that they suggest 3 times a year, once again in January there in the middle. And they said if you're only going to spray once, probably the January one's the best. But this is to prevent pests and fungus like blights and stuff. And my pear trees, my big old beautiful pear trees got blight, and there was little harvest on those trees, and so I didn't even waste time picking fruit. And clearly I'm not going to be able to spray those pear trees until we get a lift out here and get trees cut. And I think Chad's planning on doing that this late winter. He done it a few late winters ago, rented a lift and all that, and I think he's getting ready to do it again, so yay. Anyway, I'm going to go out and spray my fruit trees and my blackberry and raspberry bushes. And yeah, so hopefully good things come of that. It's my first time, fingers crossed. It's sprinkling out right now, so it's also ideal not to do it when it's raining. It's supposed to stop raining about 9, so I just need to hold my horses and love on Walter here a little bit and wait for it to quit, and then I'll go out there. But today's actually pretty mild. I woke up this morning and it was 46 degrees outside, so it's going to be a great day to do this, huh, Walter? Oh, I also realized I've only put enough copper fungicide and horticultural oil in there for 1 gallon, but it did say, you know, like 2 ounces for the copper fungicide and at the highest maximum, and then like 5 tablespoons for the horticultural oil, and you can go weaker than that, it said. So I guess mine's just at half strength. So I guess for me, I'll just try to remember to do a little bit heavier in the spring, or do the January spray if the weather allows it. If we have another nice day like this in January, for sure I'll go out there and do another half strength, I guess, mixture of this. I did spray the fruit trees today. Yay, they were dry at about 11 o'clock. I went out because it didn't stop raining till a little after 9, probably about 9:30. But you see, it's pretty breezy out, and the sun even came out for a little bit. And you know, with all that, the trees were dry enough that I went ahead and sprayed. Now I accidentally made the mixture half strength, and I definitely did not need 2 gallons for all the fruit trees minus the pear trees. Yeah, but I definitely wanted to get them sprayed because of the blight on the pear trees. Oh my goodness, do not infect these babies. So yeah, I'm going to try to aim in January sometime to do another half strength application. The blackberry and raspberry bramble in the backyard, I'd also like to spray. It had a lot of, the blackberries had quite a bit of them stupid beetles, them oh gosh, they had those things. I hung traps, but they were pretty eaten by those Japanese beetles. That's what they are. Yeah. They could have had a bit of some sort of fungal issues going on too. I'm not sure, but it's definitely not going to hurt to spray those as well. So I would like to spray them just to keep them healthy and at their best. Well, good morning. So I just got in from doing chicken chores. I haven't loved on Walter yet this morning, but I loved on him last night after work. And I'm getting ready for an Arctic blast. It's supposed to be really windy and really cold. And I have 2 chickens that don't like the campsite out there, aka my chicken coop, because it's a camper. So I'm going to try to put them in the camper tonight. Now that'll make 3 roosters in there. I don't know how that's gonna go. But this morning I found him on the back deck perching, and that means maybe he might start getting a little too comfortable and we'll start perching on vehicles. So I'm going to try to introduce him to the crowd since I'm apparently stuck with this rooster. Backstory, I don't remember if I told YouTube or not. Facebook I did. This rooster appeared in my backyard. So I posted him on local Facebook pet groups like, hey, are you missing a rooster? I'm on such and such road. No, this rooster was probably just dumped. So there he is. So now I got like 5 or 6 hens and 3 roosters. So that's not a good balance. And the 2 roosters, Elrod and Junior, right now, they just, they bicker, but they don't hurt each other, you know, so they're fine. I just don't know what a third going into the scheme of things, how that's going to go. But we're going to try it because it's going to be really, really windy and cold chill. And it's coming through this part. It's actually a little south of where I'm from. So it's actually interesting that we're getting this cold wave through here. I don't know. I've only been here for about 4 years now, and this is the first time for me, I guess, or at least that I've noticed that this has happened. So now I'm preparing as I got the fire started this morning. Oh yes, I got the fire started. And then let's talk about the birds some more. So I have this little cheap tarp, and I decided to go ahead and just put up a wind block for the birds as best as I can. That way they can come out here and eat and come outside the coop a little bit more comfortably. I don't know if that means they're going to end up cuddling up in this corner or staying inside. I don't know what it's going to do for them, but I thought it was a nice gesture to do it because it didn't take no time anyway. So, isn't that right, sir? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You guys doing all right today? No new dramas? All right. Guys, I've just had it's been a manic Monday. It wasn't horrible, but it was eventful. Like, I ran home during my lunch break to put wood on the fire, and I burnt my arm because I touched the wood stove. It's not burnt bad, but still. And then I thought I had more gas than I had because, like, not even a quarter mile away from the gas station, I ran out of gas and had to pull on the median, which is full of screws and nails, so hopefully none of them got stuck in any of my tires. But I had to walk to the gas station. I got in my toolbox and got my little 2-gallon gas can out. I walked to the gas station, put gas in it, walked back. The spout did not want to work right, so I had a water bottle in my truck, and I MacGyvered a filter, and I was able to put gas in my truck. So, and then on the way home, I was going to just fill up at the gas station since, well, clearly I need gas. And then I took my credit card and tapped the pay at the pump, and it did not like it, so I had to go in and pay. But I'm home with a 12-pack of non-alcoholic beer. I'm kind of worried about my final exam tomorrow for Master Gardeners. However, I do know I overthink things, and I know. Oops, I'm sorry. I thought that was a safe place to set the phone. I know most of the answers. I'll tell you I don't know some things. I'm not comfortable identifying insects, and crawfish are a bug. We eat bugs. But yeah, so I just need to calm down, sit down, because I've done a lot of walking today. I done a reset too and didn't have a yellow stickers for the portable printer, so I had to walk all the way to the main price label printer, and up and down ladders. So I'm ready just to chill or do lazier things. And so I'm going to just relax and slowly look over my paperwork and try not to overthink things. The difference between sign and symptoms and things of that nature that I'm sitting there over analyzing in my head. Ugh. Other than that, nothing really new around here. I know it's been a few days. I've decided on my next day off, which is Wednesday, I need to go to Henderson for something, but I'm going to take those vinegar jugs that I still have the bag from when I killed weeds in my pool garden. Well, I still haven't taken them to the dump because I'm kind of lazy. But they're still sitting back there, so why not recycle them into the greenhouses? Also, my tropical has finally hit, it could use some water, but it doesn't feel totally dry. I got a little bit of soil stuck on my hands, so I'm going to water it, but perhaps I am going to move it inside the house for the evening because tonight's the last night of the cold snap, and I can't tell if this is because it needs water or because it's getting pretty cold. So, and I don't know, do tropical hibiscus in their dormancy, do they lose all their leaves? So that's just something else I'm monitoring. Other than that, the plant's doing fine in this room, in this location. That's a shaded south side window, if you didn't know. And about Patricia, I know I'm kind of like on a side quest here. Patricia seems to have leveled off. I just looked at her today. This leaf looks like she's probably going to try to hold on. This looks like it took cold damage. So that's what it was cold damage. So if this does not make it, next time I buy Hoya Patriciae or not Hoya Patriciae, Philodendron Patriciae, goodness gracious lady. Or if you have one, don't put it out on your porch with the other plants you're trying to put through a dormant period, at least down to those temperatures. I would keep it above 45, 50 degrees. I don't know. My pepper plants seem more robust than this does. Yeah. I would baby it more than a pepper plant. And so I put my hibiscus in the tub to water it because I don't have a watering tray underneath it right now, and why not? Why not? So there she is. All right, guys, I'm going to get off here. I'm going to relax, and I might grab some of those vinegar jugs and bring them in tonight and start cutting them up. We'll see. Anyway, I love you, and so does Jesus. God bless y'all.